Dragon Ball Z versus the Avengers, Higurashi versus the Hulk, Death Note versus Iron Man. Who will win? About 10 days ago, my friends argued that anime is better than Hollywood movies. No way. Some cartoons versus multi-million-dollar movies? Are you serious? Well, today I decided to prove them wrong. So I picked 3 animes to watch list and put them up against 3 Marvel movies to see who gets the highest score. On scoreboard, I have emotion, action and story. 6 scoreboard rated from 1 to 10. Whoever gets the highest number on total will win the battle. Battle started with Dragon Ball Z versus the Avengers. So I started watching Dragon Ball Z and boy was I surprised. No, not the content but the amount. 291 freaking episodes, 9 seasons and story-wise 7 sagas. It's a Game of Thrones in itself, but I finished it. And my honest review, think about it. Right on the first episode, a meteor crashed on a field in front of a farmer. He's trembling in fear and says,
"My gosh, it hit. I guess I better go check it out."
in short, there's this guy named Goku who was found by his grandpa from a crashed spaceship. Goku had a tail and was stronger than normal humans of his age. He started his journey from being a young martial artist under Master Roshi. This guy, who's a pervert,
I take it back, you're an idiot!
and learned Kamehameha technique. Fast forward to Saiyan Saga first season. His brother Raditz arrives and reveals Goku's origin, that he is a Saiyan named Kakarot from a dying planet. Fight breaks out and Goku sacrifices himself to defeat Raditz with help of Piccolo. A year later, Vegeta and Nappa, powerful Saiyan warriors, arrives. Goku defeats Vegeta in a big battle. He breaks his first power level in this battle. By the way, how did Goku came back from dead? Long story. Second is Namek or Frieza Saga. The heroes travel to planet Namek to use its Dragon Balls to revive their friends who died in battle with Vegeta and Nappa. They face the evil ruler Frieza, who seeks immortality and stronger than any Saiyan. Frieza destroyed planet Vegeta in the past along with Goku's dad Bardock and Mop, of which I don't know the name of, neither do I care to know. Prince Vegeta's dad was king of this planet, and after the planet got blasted, Vegeta in a sense became Frieza's slave. Fast forward, Vegeta allies with the G fighters to defeat Frieza but dies in the Windows error process. Goku turns into legendary Super Saiyan, breaking his power limit for the second time after Frieza kills his friend Krillin in front of his eyes. I didn't feel that bad, to be honest. Goku defeats Frieza but spared his life. Third is Garlic Jr. Saga. Garlic Jr., a villain from Dragon Ball Z movie, escapes the dead zone. The G fighters defeat him again. Fourth is Android Saga. Time traveler named Trunks, son of Vegeta and Bulma from the future, warns about deadly android robots created by Dr. Gero. Android 17, 18, 16 and later Cell. Krillin falls in love with Android 18. Remember why I didn't feel so bad? I had a hunch this Krillin guy was a off guy.
But the problem we're having is we don't know the password, and so we can't make our wish.
Goku gets affected by a heart virus but is cured in time. Fifth is Cell Saga. Cell, a bio-android, absorbs Android 17 and 18 to become perfect Cell, reaching beyond Goku's power level. Literally, Cell destroyed a meteor that could have destroyed Earth. Goku and Gohan train in hyperbolic time chamber where time runs slow. Anyone can literally train for whole year in a day there. Gohan becomes Super Saiyan 2 and defeats Cell after Goku sacrifices himself again. Sixth is Great Saiyan Man World Tournament Saga. Gohan becomes a superhero in high school, the Great Saiyan Man. He enters the World Martial Art Tournament with friends and family. Seventh is Majin Buu Saga. A wizard named Babidi unleashes the ancient monster Majin Buu. Buu evolves into stronger form: Fat Buu, Evil Buu, Super Buu, and finally Kid Buu. Goku and Vegeta fuses into Vegito to fight Buu. Goku defeats Kid Buu with the Spirit Bomb powered by the people of Earth. This was the biggest battle ever. I mean, Buu was something you never wanna mess with. He literally opened a portal to heaven to fight others. 10 years later, Goku trains Oob, the reincarnation of Kid Buu, as the next protector of Earth. Dragon Ball Z ends with Goku flying up with Oob to train him. Key themes I recognized is overcoming limits through hard training. Goku was kind of savior of Earth from the beginning. So rating time. Emotion, I give it 4. Action, definitely 8. And there's a ton of action. Story wise, I give it 7. Now, the Avengers. I hope most of you have already seen it, but if you didn't, here's a quick summary. Marvel's The Avengers 2012 is a movie where almost all famous superheroes gathered together. It basically launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Loki arrives on Earth with plans to conquer it using Tesseract and an alien army. In response, Nick Fury, director of secretive agency SHIELD, activates the Avengers Initiative, a bold plan to unite Earth's dangerous heroes. The team is made of Tony Stark or Iron Man, the genius billionaire in a flying suit of armor, Steve Rogers or Captain America, the super soldier from World War II, Bruce Banner or Hulk, the brilliant scientist who can turn into a green monster, or the Norse god of thunder and Loki's brother, Natasha Romanoff or Black Widow, a master spy and combat expert, Clint Barton or Hawkeye, a sharpshooter with deadly precision. The film ends with the Avengers saving the world in New York City and going their separate ways. Rating, emotion, I give it 3, action 6, story 4. Dragon Ball Z wins big here, sorry to say. Next up, Higurashi vs the Hulk. Higurashi Nonaku Koruni or When They Cry is a psychological thriller, paranormal, not so normal kind of stuff, but very interesting. Higurashi starts with a chill, lovely village emotional tone. Hero is a young kid, what's his name? Keiichi, Kenichi, whatever. He comes to village with his parents and meets 4 girls, goes to school together, and then bam, blood everywhere. Things just go crazy all over the place. Girls go psycho mode and start beating each other, and one time the hero beats all 4 girls to the ground with a baseball bat. I mean, just look at this.
Stop!
Long story short, this happens from Hinamizawa syndrome, a parasitic infection that causes extreme paranoia and hallucination. There's a lot of mystery too, like this girl Rika is trapped in a cycle of repeating the same summer over and over, dying each time under mysterious circumstances. I mean, seriously, if you want a real sake of thrills and bored of Netflix and TikTok, you should definitely watch this stuff. This anime gives goosebumps for real. Look at this scene.
Look! It's true! There was a murder!
We got Detective Max Tennyson running around detecting things. So for rating, emotion wise 7, action 5, story definitely 8. On the other side, we have the Hulk. Long story short, the hero Bruce was doing a gamma ray experiment on frogs. This is not Bruce Wayne, by the way, this is the poor Bruce. A lab accident happens and Bruce takes a lot of gamma ray but survives. Later on at night, he comes to the lab, gets angry and turns into Green Monster Hulk, going under the road, catching missiles. Intercontinental long jump, throwing tanks, you get the idea. Mud under the rug is that his father was a scientist too, who injected a serum inside Bruce when he was a little kid. Guy literally ran an experiment on his own child. No wonder this guy didn't like Bruce and his dad. This guy is the father of Bruce's girlfriend and a military boss. It was a bomb of a movie. I liked it very much. Felt sad at the ending, especially the emotional toll of a child with life's misfortunes vibe got me there. Many of you can relate to a lot of things with Bruce if you change your perspective a bit. So rating is emotion 7, action 8, story 3. Higurashi wins. Finally, and this is the last anime I finished watching, and boy was I thrilled to my last breath. It is Death Note. Yeah, you heard it right. Not Even Note, not One Note, but Death Note. In short, this anime is a constant emotional roller coaster.
That is part of the agreement between a Shinigami who brings a notebook to the human world and the first human who picks it up.
Light Yagami, a genius student who discovers a mysterious notebook called the Death Note. The Death Note is a notebook dropped by a Shinigami or death god named Ryu. It allows its users to kill anyone by writing their name in it while picturing their face. Light finds the Death Note and tests it by killing a criminal. After he realizes its power, he decides to use it to clean the world of evil, creating a utopia where he reigns as a godlike figure known as Kira. The Shinigami can only be seen by Death Note users. Kira and Shinigami goes on to a lot of adventures. As mysterious deaths spread, the world's authorities called for the help of a brilliant detective known only as Ale. Ale and Light engage in a psychological battle of wits as Ale tries to unmask Kira. Light's father is also head of cop department. The story becomes an intense cat and mouse game. The most intense thrilling scene is where Light or Kira and Detective Ale both sitting near each other, and I mean it can be described with words only. Just watch this.
I won't tell anyone. What is it? I want to tell you I'm Al. What? If this guy is really L like he says, then consider me impressed.
Fast forward, while FBI and Japan police continues investigation against Kira, Light joins L's investigation team to avoid suspicion using his position as son of the police head and genius accolades, all while continuing his work as Kira in secret. There was a lot of emotional scenes and really gut-wrenching moments. I mean, just look at this scene where police is watching Light's activity and he just outplayed them.
With Ryuk's information and my preparations, I can continue to kill criminals whose names are broadcast on the news, while masquerading as a typical high school student studying for his entrance exams.
Another scene where a FBI officer who came to investigate got killed inside metro by Kira. Later on, his girlfriend tried to investigate and Light just flirts with her and wins her trust and killed her too without any trace. Talk about clean execution. Basically, Light got onto a rampage mode for a while. Other Death Note users like Misamane, who has another Shinigami named Rem, and later characters like Nier and Melo come into play, further complicating the situation. Eventually, L dies by falling into Kira's trap. After L's death, two of his trainees, Nier and Melo, continue the investigation. Eventually, Nier outsmarts Light in a final confrontation. Light is exposed and dies, defeated by the very power he tried to control. If you talk about brain battle between one genius with superpower versus another genius without superpower and want to just get lost in the moment, this is for you. For rating, I give it emotion 8, action 6, story definitely 9. Only a genius can be put up against another genius. That is Tony Stark, the Iron Man, son of a rich inventor who sells weapons to US government. Got kidnapped by terrorists. They asked Tony to build the new Jericho missile for them in a cave. He had shrapnels in his bloodstream and this big device is basically keeping him alive. Rather than building the new missile, he outsmarted them and built an arc reactor for his heart treatment and an armor suit. After a fight, he got out and rescued. Then in home, he built a new fighting robotic suit. The partner of his dad was the one who called the heat on Tony. He built a considerable battle suit with his scientists and decided to finish Tony for good. Movie ends with Tony Stark saying in public,
I am Iron Man.
I give Iron Man this rate: emotion 4, action 7, story 6, Death Note wins. In all of the battles here, anime win by long stretch. To be honest, I don't think I can call animes cartoon anime. It's a boiling volcano of emotion and action mixed with professional level of storytelling. My friend was right, anime beats Hollywood.